Hello, lovelies. Wishing you an amazing full moon and lunar eclipse. I've been off grid over the past few days as I've been really busy focusing on my next adventure and journey. And this is such a huge time for this now, as I keep saying. We haven't got much time left in this spin and we're going to the manifestation soon. So here we are today, white spectral mirror, the last mirror code. So looking at our holograph today and seeing on one level where there's truth, where there isn't truth, where there's projection, where there's past story going on, either for us doing that or for other people doing that to us. For me, the energy here is just like really powerful, on fire. 25 degrees of Scorpio. I've got 25 degrees of Leo Sun in my 7th house, and also 25 degrees Jupiter in Gemini. So that's showing up in my 5th house. And so really feeling that at the moment. The Jupiter though in Aries is just really lighting things up for me and being able to see a bigger picture. How I've done this so many times before, made big leaps at this time, at this transit. And the previous one was round about 2010-11. So think back to what you were doing then. I moved from the north of England to the south. I moved to Glastonbury and didn't have anywhere to live, didn't have a job, had the kids booked in school, that was it. And all the other plans fell through because we were made in a Mercury retrograde earlier on in the year. So yeah, and all of it was meant to happen, of course. The more you tap, the more things will shift as well and change. And so very powerful. We have got the moon in Sag now at Sagittarius, 4 degrees. The structure of movement, traveling, philosophy, healing. It's my midheaven degree. And so really feeling that. And we've got Mercury at, let's see if it still is at 4 degrees. Not sure, probably not, but it has been recently. No, it's at 3 degrees now. But over the past couple of days, it's been at 4. And so that's been instrumental in my journey. Again, because that's my stairway to heaven, the bottom rung. We've got the sun at 25 degrees of Taurus today. And so again, these 25 degrees coming up thick and fast this week. So today it's a time to reflect really on the whole cycle and have a look at how your holograph has changed. If you're doing this inner work, if you're doing the tapping, if you're working with conscious awareness, if you're deciding to quit the old ancestral story that you were born into and making your way through these cosmic gateways into new ways of being, then you will have seen a massive shift and have deeper understanding and also be doing different behaviors. So tomorrow we have got seeing how clear we are with blue crystal storm, and we've got the final shift portal the day after. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this will be a big shift day around how much light we are holding. And then we go back to the top in Taurus for the next spin. Today's cosmic codes, we have got Blue Eagle, seeing your bigger picture as a planetary solver. And of course, we're just going back to the Blue Eagle wave spell, which was, so again, a couple of days ago, we had Blue Galactic Eagle, 3 days ago to be precise. And so we were integrating the previous circuitry of 13 days. And so again, this is a mastery process, being able to rise up above where we are now, have a look down, imagine yourself walking through a canyon and seeing, looking behind you, just seeing, you know, where you've been, your past journey. I spent the full moon not being able to see the eclipse, and we had plans and had an amazing journey around that, seeing nearly 100 pelicans, which I've never seen in that location before. So that was, wow, just totally fantastic, and reminded me of the time that I was in Mexico in 2008. So again, it's being very consciously aware of the movie that we're in all the time and how it's created, how the holograph is created. And so I ended up looking at my photographs on my phone and doing a little journey for myself, seeing how far that I've come. So just doing a whole timeline over quite a long period of time, actually. It's handy for that, and just seeing all the different versions of me and what I was doing, what I was thinking, what was I thinking at times. Yeah, challenging times, and knowing that they're essential. This is the bigger picture view of what we have to go through to understand experientially and create that shift. So the other cards today, I pulled a selection. So the Major Arcana, again, this is really sums up the Priestess card, and there you've got the camel at the bottom, and I'll put links again for this because this is a hugely complex card. And as number 2, you can relate this to Luna in Mayan calendar. So day 2 of every wave spell is revealing the conscious dreamer emotional story, the mother line. And if you're a number 2, this is very key for you to be aware of the polarity, the duality as well around shadow story, and understanding that whenever we're doing angry, sad, projection, it's always old story, it's always fear, it's always based on like a spell of a previous event that has taken place for us. And whenever other people are doing that with us, they are taking on the role of somebody in our early childhood. It all goes back to childhood. So again, I know it's boring for some people, but that's where it all is. You know, you're just going to go round and round that old thing until we understand, heal, get clear, and go deeper and deeper around that. Queen of Discs. So again, practical, grounded. You can see the little goat there. Again, all of these are very complex cards, but coming into sovereignty around how we're grounded, how we're disciplined, how we create wealth from feeling good about ourselves. How do we feel good about ourselves? Well, not because we wear a designer frock or we've got a golden cage that we live in or any of that. It's about feeling really good and loved, and usually that is because we have healed times when we haven't felt that, where we've experienced that, or we've made meaning about something that somebody else has done, and how that creates who we are. Again, complex stuff, but it is all about love. That to me, it signifies light a fire, illuminate, get ready for the next journey that's coming up, the next 260 days. This is, to me, Jupiter in Aries. It might not actually be that in terms of this card, but that's what it symbolizes for me. It is just, come on, let's light these torches and go into the dark caves and discover the treasure at this time, because it's all there. And again, this Sag energy of let's go, let's travel. On the other side of that, we have the Dominion. So the power struggles that this axis brings, that the North Node brings, the Taurus and the Scorpio tango around all our power struggles. So again, heal the power struggles and learn how to be in our power. That's the key. We don't need to fight. Coming from a very grounded space, a very healed space. And remember, all of this journey, all of this planetary plan, game that we're in is all vibrational. It is all about energy. It's why it's so important to heal. Prince of Discs, Taurus energy, and coming into the Buddha energy. Of course, he was a prince as well. His birthday, the reset moon that we've just had, still in that energy now. And again, if you don't know about the Buddha story, then check that out, because again, with all of these stories of great masters and different religions, different metaphors, really, a process that each human being can follow in order to remember who we really are, why we're here, outside of our cultural conditioning and this old power play program that's running at the moment. And finally, 9 of Discs gain. So going through the gateway again with that. And yesterday, really seeing what was going on for you in the manifestation. On red planetary Earth, where were you on planet Earth? What was coming to light for you? How safe did you feel? If you didn't feel safe, if you felt triggered, what did that for you? These are the trails, the golden threads to discover where these were created for you, and then use EFT to heal them and let them go, and just really come to know ourselves. That's the key for any person who is traveling this path of awakening, transforming, healing, and embodying God and Goddess at this time. It's a beautiful time of year in the Northern Hemisphere to realize we live in this amazing Eden. It is wonderful to be a human being if we are learning healthy codes and we're following them. And it can feel like hell if we are not, if we hurt ourselves emotionally, physically, if we poison ourselves in whatever way. Now is the time for us to rid ourselves of any untruths that we've been sold in order to sell products to us. It's time to reclaim our sovereignty, and in doing so, aid the goddess, aid Gaia in this huge transformation that's happening at this time. So I hope you enjoy the next couple of days and get ready, prepare yourself for the next spin in Taurus, and see what is manifest for you as a conscious dreamer, as a sorcerer, sorceress, magician, witch, a person who is aligned with source energy. That's the key. Letting the magic flow through us, letting the Kundalini, the light, the transformation, the connections, the galactic sun happen more and more every day as we transform our inner world, the outside world changes, the holograph changes. So lots of love, and hope to see some of you soon as well in person. Lots of love. Bye for now.